It's amazing what a return home and a couple of wins can do for you. With Stephen Curry and Andrew Wiggins out, and the team having come off a road trip where they lost 5 of 6, it all seemed like doom and gloom for the then 15-18 Golden State Warriors. But the Warriors have found its groove again, thanks to the current homestand that they're on. They shut up the Memphis Grizzlies in a 123-109 statement win on Christmas Day, showing Ja Morant that there's a lot to worry about in the Western Conference. They beat the Hornets despite blowing a big lead, and then beat the Jazz in their scrappiest win of the season. A game where Curry, Wiggins, and Thompson were all watching from the bench. How's it going, everyone? Luca here, back with another video. In this one, we're going to be talking about the Golden State Warriors. Just when people were ready to write this team off, the Warriors have shown that there's plenty to be optimistic and excited about going into the new year. If you guys can kindly hit a like on the video, it does help the algorithm a ton. And please subscribe to the channel for more NBA and Dubs content. The Warriors beat the Jazz in front of a sellout crowd Wednesday night at Chase Center. The win put the Warriors 18-18 back at 500 for the first time since December 13th. 5 Warriors scored in double figures, with Jordan Poole's 26 points leading the way. Dante DiVincenzo impressed as he added 19 points. Ty Jerome had 17. Patrick Baldwin Jr. chipped in with 11, and Anthony Lamb had 10. The Warriors trailed by 10 after 9 minutes, were decisively outshot through the first 3 quarters, and didn't see another lead until Jerome drilled a triple, making it 104-101 with 5:18 remaining. Despite playing uphill after the first 7 minutes, the Warriors rarely showed any visible frustration and never showed the slightest sign of packing it in. Their persistence and hard work paid off in this one. Despite the rotation being in shambles, the Warriors somehow made it all work, and the reserves stepped up in a big way. You also gotta credit the defense in this one, led by Draymond Green, which held the Jazz to just 13 points on 4 of 25 shooting over the final 12 minutes. Who stood out to me in this one was Patrick Baldwin Jr., who made his 10th NBA appearance, but it was his first in the heat of competition. He looked the part as the rookie made a positive impact. This is what Steve Kerr had to say about the win, and I quote, "Yeah, this feels different to win this game based on the circumstances. This was a game we wouldn't have won a few weeks ago, but I think our young players are really growing. We're getting great performances every night from guys like Jonathan Kuminga and Anthony Lamb and Ty Jerome. Guys like Dante DiVincenzo have been fantastic, not just knocking down shots, but defending with force. Jordan Poole creating so much for us, and then Draymond Green and Kevon Looney holding down the defense is fun to watch. I just think we've shown a lot of grit here the last few games." Close quote. To Kerr's point, the Warriors team of a few weeks ago likely would not have found a way to win this type of game. And the fact that they did is evidence that the second and third units are becoming more cohesive as the season progresses. Which leads me to this point. Stephen Curry's injury might actually be a blessing in disguise for this team. Prior to the injury, Stephen Curry was doing all he could to keep the ship afloat. Almost too much. A sign that this was not a sustainable way if the Dubs wanted to repeat. Now with Curry and even Wiggins out missing time, this is a way for the Warriors' other talents, their young players, who were heavily criticized at times earlier this season, to get meaningful minutes and show us what they can do in pressure-packed moments. The Warriors showing this kind of fight and brilliance without Stephen Curry and Andrew Wiggins is a welcoming sight, and it proves that this team is a lot deeper than you think. And once Curry and Wiggins return to this team, the Warriors will prove to be the team to beat in the Western Conference. Looking at Wiggins and Curry, it said that Andrew Wiggins is close to a return, which is very good news, while Stephen Curry is out through at least January 7th. So there will be a little bit more time until we see Steph back out there on the court. Now, the Warriors luckily play 5 more games on this current homestand, a way to rack up more wins without Steph. The Warriors are a whopping 15-2 at home, the best mark in the NBA. They're simply unbeatable there. I don't know what it is. They just seem to turn it up a notch. Doesn't matter who they play, the Warriors really look dangerous every time they play in a home game. However, what the Warriors need to fix is the road woes. And if the Warriors want to become a legitimate title contender once again, they need to fix their road record, which right now is an NBA worst 3-16. It's crazy how the Warriors have the best home record, but the worst road record as well. I don't even know how that happens. However, I do believe the Warriors will turn around their road woes. There's still plenty of basketball left, and 2023 could prove to be the fresh start the Warriors are looking for to clean up their road act. If the Warriors can further build momentum on this current homestand, then start to rack up some road wins, and Stephen Curry and Andrew Wiggins return to this team healthy with no complications, the Warriors will be back in business. Remember, you need to knock this team off their throne. They're still the defending champs. They're not going to go away quietly as many people want them to do. Chris Mullins said before the Hornets game on Tuesday that there's not a team in the West that can beat the Warriors in a 7-game series. We'll see if that statement proves to be true, but one thing is certain: the Warriors aren't going anywhere. This is a team you have to worry about for the rest of the season, and once playoff time rolls around, I believe they'll be right there in a prime position to defend its crown. Just like last season, this Warriors team has everyone fooled. What do you make of the Warriors as of late? Do you think this team is about to turn the corner? Do you think this team is going to figure it all out once again? And do you believe this Warriors team will be a legitimate title contender in the NBA once all of their pieces come back and fully healthy? I mean, we've seen it so many times. When the Warriors have everybody clicking and the other guys step up, the reserves I'm talking about, the Jonathan Kumingas of the world, the Jordan Pooles of the world, even some unsung heroes like Baldwin or Dante DiVincenzo. This team is so versatile and they are so deadly when they get that type of production from guys you don't necessarily expect it from. And you know what the stars are going to give you on this team. You know what Stephen Curry is going to give you once he's back healthy. You know that Andrew Wiggins can be that great X factor in a playoff series as he proved to be during last year's run. And you know what Klay Thompson can be. Got guys obviously like Kevon Looney and Draymond Green being the defensive vets on this team. The Warriors have what it takes. I really think with time, they will continue to figure this thing out and they will round back into form. And this is a team that we're going to be talking about once again come May and possibly even June. We'll see if they make it that far. But right now, I think this is a perfect opportunity for the Dubs to get back on track and get themselves figured out going into the new year and continue to win these home games. And then once everybody comes back into the picture, we'll see this Dubs team at full strength. But a lot of good things are happening for these Dubs right now. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Again, drop a like on the video. It does help it a ton. And please subscribe to the channel for more NBA and Warriors content. That is it for me. As always, thank you so much for watching. This is Luca Rosano signing off, and I'll catch you all again in the next video.